Welcome back to another episode of the House Husband Diaries. As always, I am your host, Carter C. And today, what do we have? Another unboxing video. That's right, folks. I buy a lot of stuff. And basically, it's because I didn't have anything to begin with in the camping world. Other than that old pack and that old REI sleeping bag, I didn't really have a whole lot of stuff to go out on an overnight or a multi-night camping trip, hiking trip. And as you can tell, I still don't even really have the lingo down. And so what I thought I would do is I would continue to share my adventure and my experiences as I grow and learn about the hiking community and about the equipment that we use. And so without further ado, I got my trusty Walmart brand Ozark Trail hatchet that I bought for my first hiking trip for the approach trail of the AT up to Amicalola Falls up to Springer Mountain back in February of 2021. And I no longer need this. So one of these days I'll probably take the paracord off of this handle and maybe use that. That might be useful. But, I don't have any hexagonal thingamajigs. I don't even know what that's for. But I know that it doesn't chop wood very well. I tried. So, without further ado, let's see what we have today. And what I will say as I'm doing this, might have to sharpen this bad boy. It's only opened one box so far, and it's not doing a very good job. So, come on, Ozark Trail, let's go. I have to get a kitchen knife. Don't buy this hatchet, is what I'm telling you. Subscribe for not buying this hatchet. If you're not going to buy a Walmart brand hatchet on your camping trip or on your hiking trip, subscribe to the channel, right? All right, we got through the box, through the tape, but yeah. Warning: wear safety goggles, user and bystander. Well, there's no bystanders, but I didn't wear safety. Oh, I didn't get through it, but that's all right. I'm strong. I'm a young man, not so young anymore. What do we have today in this unboxing, this unveiling? By the way, I pulled out my original Patagonia hat for this video. I should probably throw it away. It's pretty nasty. So what I will say as we get into this box is, in my last video, my first unboxing video, I talked about some sleeping bag, the old one that I had that was much lighter than the 0 degree bag that my buddy let me have, a new sleeping pad, the Climate Static V2 sleeping pad, inflatable, and there was a foam pad. And basically, I knew that I was able to do 10 miles a day, a 20-mile overnight hike with the 40 pounds or so that I hiked in for that first trip, including the hatchet and other superfluous items. But I knew that I could make a few purchases that would not be overly expensive, but would really maximize my experience, or the next experience that I had out on trail. And so that's what I tried to do. So that was not spending too much money, but trying to lighten my load a fair amount, while also giving me more joy. And so what I will start with here is the Katadyn B3 3-liter gravity filtration system. Now, what I will tell you about this is I did some research, and I used to call it Katadyn because Mount Katadyn is the northern terminus of the Appalachian Trail, and I thought it was Katadyn, but apparently it's Katadyn. And so if you're like me and you're new to the camping world and you're watching this video, it's Katadyn. Say it like 400 times and you'll get it in your mind, because I said Katadyn probably 50 times out on trail whenever, and people are like, what are you even talking about? And the Katadyn water. Yeah, it's Katadyn. Because we spell it completely with a Y, so you would obviously know that that's dyne. But whatever. So what I will say is, hopefully I'll add some video. I took some video of my buddy, maybe not in this video, but in some other videos of my video of my buddy that first night, that first camping trip that was freezing on Springer Mountain, and he has an old school hand pump. I don't even know what company it is, whatever, but it's a hand pump water filtration. I've never used a water filtration system in my life. But the morning we woke up, when it was sub-freezing, icicles everywhere, there's a nice spring on top of, or right by the Springer Mountain shelter. Our campsite was right next to it, or 50 yards away, whatever. And I walked down while my buddy was breaking up camp, was tearing down the tent and stuff, and I filled up our water bottles, and it took me hundreds of pumps, hundreds. So much so in that cold, freezing water, freezing wind, that my hands were, I thought I was going to have frostbite. And so I actually had some hand warmers. My wife, had bought a bunch of hand warmers and toe warmers for skiing. And she's I never use them really for skiing, but I had packed a couple just in case at my wife's behest. It's a fantastic idea. I had to break those hand warmers up and put them in my gloves. I was never using a water pump ever again. That was terrible. It took forever. It's freezing. And so I saw everybody with these Sawyer squeezes and Sawyer minis, and I haven't even researched Sawyer that much. So I don't really know, because I saw Katadyn had like the 1 liter kind of the squeeze type thing, and then I saw this 3 liter, and I thought, why would I ever use a 1 liter? That just doesn't even make sense to me. If I'm ever out there by myself, I have 2 1 liter bottles. And so I'd rather scoop up 2 to 3 liters and then fill up both bottles, and that's less work, and then I can carry an extra liter if I like in here, or I can fill it back up and carry 3 extra liters, so then I'd have 5 liters of water. If I'm camping with a buddy, then by all means, we can, or my wife, my dog, then I can scoop up 3 liters. I can fill up 2 liters for me, 2 liters for my wife, 2 liters for the dog. I mean, that's only 2 fills, 2 times 3, 6, right? I can scoop up another 3 liters and carry it if I need to camp. So now we have enough water left over. I even thought about the 10 liter for camp, but my friend talked me off the ledge. But what I will say, having taken this out on 2 camping trips with 2 different buddies on the Appalachian Trail, having made it now through Georgia into North Carolina, both of my buddies who have Sawyer squeezes, and my other buddy got a Katadyn 1 liter, they just use this. They use this with me. They wait till I finish, and then they'll use their bag just to carry an extra liter or 2. But we basically just use this the whole time, and I fill up their bottles, I fill up my bottles. This has been probably one of my best buys, the 3 liter version. So you may think it's overkill, but like I said, I'm over 6 feet tall, 190 plus pounds. Hopefully I'll be 10 or 15 pounds lighter as I continue on. But I drink a fair amount of water, and I wouldn't trade this thing for the world. I wouldn't do the 1 liter. The 3 liter is fantastic. So, done with that. Next thing. I didn't even know you needed a camping utensil. I had no idea. So I got this titanium spoon. It's a Snow Peak titanium spork. I have no idea how much it weighs. It's light. It was like $9. Oh, the Katadyn water filter B3 3 liter was $51 with the 15% first time order on Backcountry. Like, I'm not sponsored by Backcountry, but they give you 15%. And so I ordered as much as I could that first time for 15% off. And so I ordered this spork as well. Blue is my favorite color. That's the only reason why. If you can't tell, blue here, blue here, blue here, blue water, whatever. So my little titanium spork. What I will say about the spork, this one, is some of my buddies on the trail use or eat those mountain meals. I don't even know what they're called yet. I haven't bought one. I haven't used one. But they say the longer version of this, it helps them get down into their prepackaged meals better. I just take ramen and oatmeal, and so I don't need anything longer right now. But that's basically what I do. And then I got 2 bags. These are low alpine Airstream Light dry sacks. I don't know that it matters. I don't know anything about dry sacks, really. What I do know is I want to keep my food and my clothes dry. So I got a medium and an extra large. So this is the extra large. And this is the medium here. And so far I've used the medium for my food bag and the extra large for my clothes. Don't need extra large at all. I don't know why. I brought way too many clothes that first trip, as you've already seen in my previous videos. But I will say they make a great food bag, and I can PCT hang, which I'll show you. I'll make another video on how to do that. But they're super lightweight. Let's see, the medium was $12.56, and the extra large was $15.36 with that 15% discount. But I don't know anything about the different companies, but they're great dry sacks, super light, what have you. And I got 2 more items in here, and then we'll make it a go. And this is the Jetboil coffee filter, coffee press, silicone coffee press. And what I will tell you is I like coffee in the morning. And what I have found, that was not scripted, what I have found is that unlike my 2 friends that I have been hiking with so far, I'm a night owl. I prefer to hike late, get to camp, I don't really care. I mean, I haven't set up in the dark yet, but I would. I prefer to get my miles in, and then I prefer to wake up and make some coffee, have some oatmeal. And this is a little coffee press to put in the Jetboil. My buddy had a Jetboil, so I bought this one to fit the Jetboil. You could buy something else. And make our oatmeal, make whatever you want for breakfast. And then when everybody's had their food, use the cooking system, I put my coffee beans, boil the water, put my coffee beans in there, little French press. And then sometimes I have a cup, a little mug that I take. Sometimes I think next time that I go out, I'm not even going to take that just to cut some weight. And then I'll just sip out of the Jetboil. And yeah, it's great. It doesn't weigh hardly a thing. And I like my coffee. I like to take my time in the mornings. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to get up and just crank miles in the morning and then stop at 1 or 2 and chill. I'd rather chill in the morning, have some coffee, enjoy the morning, and then hike from say 9:30, 8:30, 9:30 to 6:30, 7:30, 8 at night, at least during the summer. So anyway, that was a coffee press. Figured I needed to buy that so that I could have my coffee. And then the last thing that I'm going to share with you on this video, we'll get this out of the way, is everybody talks about having a lighter, a backup lighter. And everybody that I've seen gets these Bic lighters for free, at a gas station. And then I will say that there was a guy, and I still don't remember his name from the last video I did. I need to check it out. But he said get these little jewelry bags at Walmart, and they're capiche. That was a great idea that I learned from that. I can put like a leaf, any Tums or anything in there, and then I put my lighter in there. And so what I decided to do is, along with my pillow and other things that I like, my comfort, and they're just tiny things when I'm out on trail that make me happy. So if it's a bad day on trail, if I'm hurting, if it's raining, whatever the situation is, do I have something that makes me smile? Little things. So what I will show you is I bought this Zippo lighter. And yes, that is a drunk pirate drinking out of a rum barrel. And that is right? That's my lighter. A little Zippo, silly little whatever, but I can refill it. And, it's like $20, 22, $23 to have this little Zippo lighter. And then I don't know how much the Zippo, fuel was, a couple bucks to get a couple cans. But, just when everybody's sitting around at the campfire and they're like, hey, does anybody have a lighter? It's just a conversation piece. To me, $20, 15 extra bucks for a story to joke around, for something. It was worth it. So that was my lighter as my little kind of throwaway gift to myself as I start this trek of section hiking the Appalachian Trail. Was to get a drunk pirate Zippo lighter just for shiggles, as they say. So thanks so much for watching this episode of the House Husband Diaries. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, comment below, do whatever you got to do. But I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode of the House Husband Diaries.